So what's it going to take to change? It's going to take time. You didn't get here overnight. It's going to take some time. It's going to take study. You have to have the attention and the intention. It's going to take work. It's going to take support where two or more gather on one accord to uplift you. It's going to take validation because people have to tell you that you're doing well, that you're doing okay. It helps lift you up. And it's going to take accountability. You got to keep score. So this is why we decided to introduce and to offer the 8-session New You webinar. Now I'll tell you, you may have heard a little about it, and I'll tell you this, that to do the things that you need to do to put your focus at the point where you can do what you have to do to be the person you want to be, these 8 sessions will change your life. Let me tell you a little about it. Over the last 4 years, we've done over 200 millionaire mentorship calls. We've trained and coached and mentored thousands of people who want to change their lives and live their dreams. And so the New You webinar is a study program. It's interactive. It's a workshop. It's a mastermind team. And it really is about creating a success nurturing environment. You know, a lot of times we need that. Birds of a feather flock together. Well, this is a flock you can hang with and you'll learn how to fly. So the New Year webinar, there are 8 topic areas, 8 sessions. Let me show you how they all work together. Session 1, overcoming fear, negative beliefs. You see, if we have fear and if we have negative beliefs, then that's a part of focus that's been taking us down. So we need to turn that around so that we can overcome fear of change, overcome fear of failure, overcome fear of criticism, eliminate those negative beliefs. So that's the foundation. We have to clear out the weeds first. Then the second session is attitude determines altitude. You see, your attitude is what you radiate to the world. You see, when you had all those fears inside and those negative beliefs, that's what you were radiating out, and people get it and they respond accordingly. But when your attitude changes, when you start having an attitude of gratitude where you appreciate people and let them know it, they return the favor. So your attitude, the session number 2, we show you how to build a new attitude, how to change your thinking, how to change your feeling, how to go back into the past and change those things, because your attitude determines your altitude. And this third session, how big is your dream? You know, we talked about one of the main reasons people lose focus is because they don't have clearly defined goals. And so we deal with how big is your dream, where we go through the law of vision. That law of vision shows you to write the vision and make it plain, to draw the vision and make it clear. You're going to write your dreams. If you don't write them, you won't do them. The 4th session is about the law of action, getting things done. You know, there's a sequence. If you notice, the people who are very, very successful seem to have a system for getting things done. Well, we're going to talk about that 7th law of success, the law of action, how to do what must be done efficiently and effectively. And then the 5th session is about solving the riddle of survival. You know, we work with, one of the attitudes we work with is your attitude toward money. We want to show you that money is a powerful servant, but a nasty master. And so to put money in its proper place, and the riddle of survival is how do you maximize your earning? You look at the 4 ways to create wealth. How do you maximize your earning? How do you spend intelligently? How you save a part of what you don't spend, and how you invest to grow even more. We also talk about a budget. If you don't have a budget, you will not be successful. That's a bold statement. It's a blanket statement, but I'll tell you this. Everybody that I've ever met who've had truly sustaining success has had a budget. Then the 6th session is time management. Time management is where you often lose it, because those distractions that undermine your ability to focus are often time bound. And so in time management, we're going to talk about the 4 quadrants, how to plan. We're going to talk about how to use time management to get things done, how to lay out your plans, and how to recognize the 10 time wasters so you see them coming and you know how to act accordingly. How to live your life by the time question, which is, what is the best use of my time right now when I consider my goals, my vision, and my purpose? The 7th session is about making a breakthrough. Because once you put it all together, folks, something happens. In every one of our classes, something happens where people just make an incredible breakthrough. All of a sudden, things become clear that were not clear before. And then they walk out of there with the attitude of only success. Many times you fail because you refuse to lose. But I say you win when there's no other option, only success. That to leave with that attitude that whatever it is, you can do it. Whatever the challenge, you can meet it. Whatever the obstacle, you can overcome it. We also talk about how you can share and train and earn money in our program. So let's look at a recap. We're looking at 8 one-hour training sessions plus 4 interactive mastermind group sessions where you get to interact with other people and feel that love and support. You get a success bundle, which consists of our best-selling book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, and I've been referring to pages in the book. You get the ebook version because many of us now have the books on the computer and on our phones, so you get an ebook version also. You get a workbook because that idea of changing your life, changing your thinking, changing your habits, it's a work in progress. And so the workbook, 12 ways to improve your self-image. One of the great exercises is to draw your vision, where you actually draw a picture where you would like to be 5 years from today with your family, with your possession, with your education, with your business. When you draw it, it makes it real. So the bundle is the book, the calendar, the workbook, and the success calendar. Every month we have a calendar, a beautiful picture. Each month has a law. The January, the law of success, the first law of success. Thoughts become things in accord with the nature and feeling of the thoughts. We have an affirmation for the month. I become what I think about the most of the time. And a place to write your 6 goals for each month. You get the 12 affirmations to live by poster. You know, as you begin to reprogram your mind and take possession of your mind, these affirmations give you a way to present and a way to train your mind to do the things you want to do, to have the things you want to have. Then you get over 12 hours of audio downloads, overcoming procrastination, getting out of a rut. These audios are designed to interact with the class so that you can be immersed in the process of transformation. You get a certificate of completion and a certification so you can hang it on your wall. You get an affiliate license to market New You webinars and a personal interview for graduates who want to become trainers themselves and do what I'm doing. So what's it all cost? It all comes down to what's it cost. Normally, this New You webinar is $997. And let me tell you something, folks. The person, when I studied this, it was a $39.97 deal. But we knew that that meant that only certain people could get it. So $997. But we went another step further because we want you to take this information and use it, work with it. You become like a light validating what we're doing. And so we have a special introductory offer of $397, one payment. If money is a challenge, we have some other payment options. Installment plan A, which is 3 payments of $150 a month. An installment plan B, which is 6 payments, $85 per month. Okay. I'm sorry, $85 every 2 weeks. I personally recommend the one-time payment. You'll find that it does something to you when you do that. At the end of the webinar, you should have a game plan for achieving your 2 most important goals. You should identify and confront your fears, insecurities, and negative beliefs that have held you back. You should have a written budget and a game plan to use wealth-building principles to maximize your income, control your spending, and consistently save and prudently invest. specific steps to manage your time effectively and efficiently so that you can overcome procrastination, distractions, and lack of focus. Plus, an accountability and support system that continues after the webinar is completed. We have a mastermind group that meets every week. And then a next step opportunity for those who wish to market and or teach the New You webinars. So folks, some of the achievers, some of the people who've taken the webinar already have said some really powerful things. Carolyn Blue, a blogger and relationship course, said the New You webinar has sparked an energy that I have needed for over 3 years to move forward in my business. Dr. Ruby Bray, PhD, said that your webinar has created a new level of understanding regarding what is possible. Janelle Chase Myers, the Fit Chic movement. She has a gym and she's a PhD candidate down in Barbados. Just 8 sessions changed the way I view my success and the way in which I am to focus on creating my value to self and my value to the world. Mr. Webb said, this webinar is the best investment I've made to myself in many years. Yvonne Jackson said, we've just been blown away. Your classes are so easy to relate. I wish I had them 10 years ago. So let's recap. I told you we're going to wrap this up. 8 sessions in the New You webinar, normally $9.95 at 60% discount. That's $397 for 8 training sessions plus 4 mastermind group sessions. The Success Bundle, the downloads, the audio downloads. The best way to become a part of the New You webinar training is to invest $397 today in yourself. But we say this, if money is a challenge, you can set up the payment plan, 3 payments, $150 a month, or 6 payments of $85 every 2 weeks. But one of the things I've found over 30 years of helping people be better, do better, and have more is that the true achievers, they make a decision and they take action. We'd like to limit the New You webinar to 25 students because that gives you the opportunity to interact and to get your questions answered. And so I say this, register now because the session is starting. Oops. Let me go back. Here we go. Register now because we want to keep the class limited to 25 students. The first 12 achievers who enroll today will have a personal assessment interview. I'll send you some forms to complete and a strategy session with me personally before the webinar starts so that we can sort of get a sense of a strategy and a game plan that can help you do what you need to do to get where you want to go. You can register now at, of course, newuwebinars.com, https://newuwebinars.com/join. I'll be sending an email immediately after this webinar, within about an hour. It'll have the link to join. And the first 12 of you that join and enroll in the webinar, I'll do that personal assessment and we'll set it up over the next couple of days. So folks, register now. Any questions you have, you can email me at herbert@herbertharris.com. Remember, herbert@herbertharris.com. Remember this, the best is yet to come. I look forward to working with each and every one of you because this I know, that if you can develop your focus, refine it till it becomes like laser focus, there's nothing you cannot accomplish. There's no way you cannot go. There's nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. Your only limitation will be your imagination. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing this evening and sharing this webinar. And any questions, be sure to email me at herbert@herbertharris.com. Herbert@herbertharris.com. Let's join in. I look forward to working with you. Have a great, magnificent evening. The best is yet to come. Thank you and good night.